Hello, welcome back. New video, new figures. Somewhat late, I guess, on these figures. To be honest, yeah, kind of late. I actually should have done these a while back, and I didn't. And now I'm doing it. So, yeah, probably should have done it while the anime was airing, but it's okay. Two new figures for today. Obviously, you've seen, the thumbnail, what figures they are, but, in case you didn't, this is Dandadan. Wait, Dandadan. Yeah, okay, Dandadan. That's correct. I have Okarun transformed into his, transformed version, I guess you can say. And Momo wearing, I don't know, just school outfit-ish, whatever. These are Luminasta Sega figures, which, I mean, given the experience I've had with Luminasta, usually the figures are pretty decent. I do have issues with some of these Sega figures, so I'm hoping these are good. The bases are actually pretty cool because they're a little bit different. You can see this one, you can see that one, very different. And I think I've always said that about the Sega bases, at least the Luminasta ones. They do something different, so that's actually pretty cool because, it's not just like a very basic generic base. But when it comes to the figures themselves, sometimes, So with these figures, being from Sega, I hope they are good because I really like this anime. The manga and everything, it's great. It's an awesome, I think it was a great anime. Pretty fantastic job on Science Saru on that animation. And so, for those of you that like to collect figures and want to own your own Dandadan figures, well, it's up to Sega to pull it off. So we're gonna see how this turns out, and I am going to start with Momo. And of course, I got Albedo back there. I didn't have anything else Dandadan really, or I guess I could have put like a manga back there or something, but I didn't have another figure, so obviously, I have to kind of put something random, and it just turns out that it was Albedo this time. It's always Albedo. But here's Momo. You can see there what it looks like. Again, the base a little bit different, kind of cool pose, size. We'll see what the size is. I'm thinking it'll probably be something like that one over there. Nothing too crazy, not like a big, crazy figure. Usually these Luminasta figures are not that big. So, it's fine. Again, it's a price figure, so, I think that size is pretty standard and acceptable, I guess you can say, for what you pay. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Actually, okay, never mind. I'm going to have to pull this whole thing out. It is taped, and I can't just yank it out. So I have to cut the tape so I can open this up, pull the figure out, pull the base out, and then I can show you guys. I have a mess over here, but you can't see it because it's on the other side of the camera. All right, I'm going to start with the base. Again, I've always said it, really cool, that Sega does these little bit of a different bases, but there you go. Not like the best looking, but when you look at it from maybe here, it looks pretty good. And just kind of being there, displayed, it's not bad. I mean, it's different, and I do give it credit for that. Okay, let's go ahead and pull out this figure, and let me show you. Boom, there you go, Momo. Look at that. Look at that. You know, this actually looks really good. Not bad. I wasn't expecting bad. I wasn't. Obviously, I wanted it to be nice. I wanted it to be good. And it is actually really good. Look at that. It actually looks really good. Her face expression looks fine. The colors on there are fine. Even the blue, which I have issues with the Sega blue. It looks good. Yeah, I think they did actually a really good job on the painting on this one. Yeah, let me give you a little bit of a close-up there. Not bad at all. Pretty good. Look at that. Even some like, you know, pinkish details here. Pretty cool. Look at that. Not bad. Honestly, out of all the Luminasta, wait, is that true? Out of all the Luminasta, I think, yeah, I think out of all the Luminasta figures I've done so far, this one's really good. Not bad. It actually really looks like what it looks on the box. And I know you might think, well, I mean, that's what you see on the boxes what the figure should look like. Yes, very true. But sometimes, you know, they're not that accurate. It happens. Believe me. I've been doing this for a while now. So let's move on. Okarun, transformed. That's what it's called. And, you know, that's fine. Cool pose. Look at that. I actually really like this character. He is very, very funny. You know, very depressed when he's in this form, but it's funny, man. It really is. Again, if you haven't seen the anime, make sure to watch it. If for whatever reason you don't like to watch anime, but you like to read manga, read the manga. It's really great as well. Still ongoing, and you know, still good. It actually, you know, keeps getting better and better. So, you know, in case you wanted to know that. All right, let's open this up. There's some instructions there. It looks like this one comes in two pieces. You gotta put that together, and then you put the figure on there. So just in case, you know, you need to figure it out, because maybe it is not so obvious. Again, pieces come taped, so let me go ahead and cut that so I can open that and get all these pieces out. I got one piece right here, and like, what, two more pieces here. All right, let's start with the base, because this base is even crazier. It is a lot bigger and a lot cooler. Look at that. Again, I don't know, man. Look, I know I come down on Sega pretty hard sometimes, but I gotta give it to them, man. Their bases are so good. Like, they're just that different, you know? Like, and look at the size of that. That's not bad, man. Honestly, for what this price figure costs, for what you can get it for, this is a great base. That's really good. Really, really, really good. All right, now I'm gonna open this and show you this weird looking bottom part. Obviously missing the rest of the figure up there, which I have to connect. So let me go ahead and do that. That way you guys can, you know, obviously see the whole figure. And this should go in like this. Put a little bit of pressure on there. And boom. Look at that. That's kind of weird on his hand. Obviously that's what connects to the base, but look at that. Oh man. Let me see actually. It looks really good. Maybe on the mouth part there, a little bit of you know, messing up on the painting. Just very, not that bad, honestly. And I know these are not, I'm assuming they're not painted fingernails or toenails, but they are a different color. And actually that's kind of cool, that detail. If I can show you. Oh man, I have a hard time. Oh, there you go. See, toenails, fingernails, kind of cool. The outfit on this guy is fantastic. Pretty cool pose. And actually, one very cool detail is his glasses. Again, they're like, you know, they're plastic, but it's very cool how they made them and how they put them on there. That just, you know, that's just awesome. I actually really like that. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's a great figure too. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. Make sure that the figure is secure. Wait, where does this one go? Oh, down here. Okay, hold up. This one is... Huh. I have to put this one in here somewhere, but it's not that easy. Hold up. I'll put that one first. Then I'll put this one, and then I'll do this one last. Where is it? Here you go. Okay, I had to put a little bit of pressure on that one, but there you go. That's what it looks like. Look at that, man. That is really dope. It's a really great size. The base looks cool. The pose is cool. Just an awesome figure, man. These figures pretty good. Like, actually really good. Actually pretty happy with it because, again, I was saying, you know, I was hoping that these figures would be really great. And they turned out actually pretty great. Not a bad job at all. Actually very surprised. Very happy with these. I guess I can't wait to see what more they do with Dandadan, but yeah, these figures are cool, man. Very cool. This Okarun one, very cool. Awesome pose. You know, Momo as well, just, you know, standing there looking pretty tough. But yeah, awesome figures. Both really good. I don't remember if I gave her a rating, but these are both 5s. I mean, it's just, they're 5s. They're great. Good figures. Very good size. Cool bases. I had really no issues, to be honest. So, good job, Sega. You did a good job on these. Really cool. Like it. So, yeah. If you like Dandadan, pick these up. These are awesome. All right. Well, that's all I have. I will see you guys on another video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.